You know that feeling when you walk past a piano and wish you could just sit down and play. I've been there too, and if you've ever searched for piano lessons online, you've probably seen the same names over and over again. Simply Piano, Flowkey, Yousician, Skoove. But here's the question that nobody seems to answer clearly: which one is actually worth your time and your money? Today, I'm putting all four of them to the test. I'm looking at how easy they are to use, what their song libraries actually look like, whether their real-time feedback works, how beginner-friendly they really are, what real users are saying, and most importantly, which one gives you the best bang for your buck. And at the end, I'll tell you which app I honestly believe is the best choice for most beginners right now. Let's get into it. So let's start with the obvious question. Why are piano learning apps suddenly everywhere? Well, think about what traditional lessons look like. You're paying anywhere from $20 to $100 per session, depending on where you live. You have to commute. You have to schedule. You have to commit. Meanwhile, piano apps let you learn on your own terms. On the couch, at 3 in the morning, in your pajamas. And the technology has gotten genuinely impressive. We're talking AI that listens to every note you play. Real-time feedback that tells you exactly where you messed up. Interactive lessons that feel more like a game than homework. Gamification, streaks, rewards, challenges. Thousands of songs at your fingertips. The result? Complete beginners are playing real, recognizable songs in days, not weeks. But here's the thing. Not all apps are created equal. Some are incredible for absolute beginners. Some are better if you already know the basics. Some are designed for sheet music nerds. Some just want to make you feel like a rock star. So let's look at the four big players. First up, Simply Piano. Made by JoyTunes, over 50 million downloads. Consistently one of the highest rated music apps on both iOS and Android. Then there's Flowkey. This one takes a more traditional approach. Lots of sheet music, lots of real songs. A favorite for people who actually want to learn to read music. Yousician comes next. Think Guitar Hero, but for actual learning. Highly gamified, tons of challenges. And it covers multiple instruments, not just piano. And finally Skoove. This is the one that educators love. Structured, methodical, built around actual music theory and proper technique. Four very different approaches to the same goal. Let's see how they stack up. Let's start with the one that keeps showing up in every beginner recommendation. Simply Piano. And honestly, it's popular for a reason. The entire app is built around one core idea: get you playing songs as fast as humanly possible. The interface feels like a game. Seriously, notes scroll across the screen like a rhythm game. The app listens to everything you play and it gives you instant feedback. Right note, green. Wrong note, it waits for you to fix it. Playing too slow, it adjusts. And here's the thing that kept coming up when I talked to real users: motivation. Instead of spending weeks on theory and scales, Simply Piano has you playing actual songs from day one. Yes, you learn theory too, but it's woven into the experience. You don't even realize you're learning it. The App Store rating is around 4.7 out of 5, hundreds of thousands of reviews. That's hard to argue with. But let's be fair, it's not perfect. What's great? Incredibly beginner friendly. Huge song library, pop, classical, everything in between. Fast learning curve. You'll feel progress immediately. Family plans if multiple people want to learn. The whole experience just feels polished. What's not? Advanced players will eventually outgrow it. It's less theory heavy than some alternatives. And yeah, it's a subscription which not everyone loves. But for someone who's never touched a piano before, it's hard to beat. Flowkey takes a completely different approach. Where Simply Piano feels like a game, Flowkey feels like a music lesson. It's more focused on real songs, not simplified versions. Sheet music. You'll learn to read it properly. Performance accuracy, playing the right notes at the right tempo. And there's this feature called wet mode that I genuinely love. The lesson literally pauses until you play the correct note. It forces you to be deliberate, to actually think about what you're playing instead of just guessing and moving on. Flowkey also has thousands of songs and works well with both digital and acoustic pianos. The video demonstrations from real pianists are genuinely helpful. But some users report issues with microphone detection, especially on acoustic pianos. And the learning curve is definitely steeper than Simply Piano. If you already know some basics and want to get better at reading sheet music, Flowkey is a strong choice. If you're a complete beginner who just wants to play songs, you might find it a bit frustrating. Yousician is the app that keeps getting compared to Guitar Hero. And honestly, that's not a bad comparison. The whole experience is built around keeping you engaged. Challenges, streaks, levels. Progress tracking. It rewards consistency in a way that's almost addictive. Users consistently praise how motivating the platform feels. You keep coming back because you don't want to break your streak. One big advantage Yousician has over the others: it covers multiple instruments. One subscription gets you piano, guitar, bass, ukulele, and singing lessons. So if you're the type who likes to explore different instruments, this is a great deal. The downside: the piano-specific experience isn't as refined as simply piano or Flowkey. It's good but not best in class for piano alone. Still, if gamification is what keeps you going, Yousician might be your best bet. And then there's Skoove. This is the serious one. If the other apps are about playing songs fast, Skoove is about building foundations that actually last. Structured lessons that build on each other. Proper sight, reading and music notation. Technique exercises that actually improve your playing. Real-time feedback, but in a more educational context. Many music teachers actually recommend Skoove because it doesn't sacrifice education for entertainment. Don't get me wrong, it's still fun. But it's fun in the way that learning a real skill is fun. Not in the way that playing a video game is fun. If your goal is long-term musicianship, actually understanding what you're playing, not just memorizing which keys to press, Skoove deserves a serious look. Before I give you my final verdict, let me share what I found when I dug into actual user communities. And there's a really interesting pattern. The vast majority of beginners say simply piano is incredibly effective during those first few months. Why? Because it keeps practice fun. You're not forcing yourself to sit through boring exercises. You actually want to open the app and play. But as users progress, opinions start to split. Some people switch to Flowkey because they want a deeper song library and better sheet music skills. Others stick with simply piano and supplement with books or occasional lessons. And advanced players almost always combine apps with real instruction. The consensus: piano apps are incredible for getting started. They build consistency. They keep you motivated. But the best long-term results come from finding the right tool for where you are right now and being willing to switch as you grow. Okay? So after all of that, what's actually the best piano learning app in 2026? If you're an absolute beginner, and I mean complete beginner, never touched a piano in your life, and you want the fastest, most enjoyable path to playing real songs, simply piano wins. No question. Its combination of beginner-friendly design, massive user base, gamified learning, strong ratings, and most importantly, quick results makes it the easiest recommendation for most new players. But here's the thing, it depends on what you want. If you want to read sheet music properly and build real performance skills, Flowkey is a fantastic alternative. If you want structured musical education that treats piano like a serious discipline, Skoove is worth every penny. And if gamification is what keeps you going across multiple instruments, Yousician is still a strong choice. The best app isn't the one with the highest rating. It's the one that you'll actually use. The one that makes you sit down and practice when you'd rather scroll through your phone. So here's my honest advice to you. If you've been thinking about learning piano, and let's be real, the idea has crossed your mind, today is the day to stop thinking and start playing. Try Simply Piano's free trial. Play your first song, see how it feels. Because the hardest part of learning any instrument isn't the technique. It's not the theory, it's not even finding the time, it's taking that first step, and these apps make that step ridiculously easy. Don't just watch other people play piano. Sit down, open the app, and start playing yourself. You might surprise yourself with how quickly things click. See you at the keys.